Okay, boys and girls, today we're going to be working with elapsed time. Elapsed time is the difference between when something starts and when something ends, and we're going to be doing it in hours and minutes. We're going to be focusing on the element that needs to be determined. So we're either going to look at a problem and decide, do I need to find the start time? Or we're going to look at a problem, do I need to find the end time? Or we're going to look at a problem and say, oh, I've got two different times, so I need to find the elapsed time, or how much time has passed in between the beginning and the end. The strategy we've been working on is creating a number or timeline in order to show hours and minutes. And this is the easiest way to represent hours and minutes rather than what most of us want to do, which is add and subtract time. And as we know, we cannot add and subtract time because time works in 60-minute intervals, and regular addition and subtraction are in multiples of 10. So we cannot integrate or go back and forth between those two different intervals. So we don't add and subtract time unless we get down very low to the minutes. So let's go ahead and start with the first one. Mark began his homework at 3:35 p.m. and he finished 45 minutes later. What time did he finish his homework? Well, I know began is a synonym for start, so I have my start time. So I know that I'm going to start at 3:35. Now I need to go 42 minutes. Now we've been starting out really simple with the 10-minute increments, but remember, if you're ready to go, you can go up by higher 20 and even 30-minute increments. Today we're going to just work on 10. So an increment of 10, 3:35 plus 10 minutes would be 3:45. And then we just label the jump with 10 minutes so we remember how much time has elapsed. So then we still need to get to 42. I'm only at 10. So we go another time. So that's going to be 3:55. Again, 10 minutes has elapsed. I'm still not to 42, so I need to go again. And this is where we jump hours. So now we're to 4:05, because remember, there's not going to be a 3:65 because once we hit 60 minutes, we go to the next hour. So that would be 10 more minutes, still not to 42. So then it'd be 4:15, and that's 10 minutes. Now I've got 10, 20, 30, 40 of my 42 minutes. So I just need 2 more minutes, which would be 4:17. And then I just label that with my 2. So the time that he finished his homework was 4:17. The next problem, Charlie and Finn began getting ready for bed at 6:30 p.m. They get to bed at 7:55. How long does it take them to get to bed? Oh, so this is a good one because I have the start time, I have the end time, so I know that I'm going to be finding just the elapsed time. So again, I'm going to draw a number line, and I'm going to start with 6:30 p.m. Now I always think, can I do hours first? So the next hour would be 7:30. Oh, that's not too much, so I can go to 7:30, and that's 1 hour. Now 7:30 to 7:55, I'm going to again go back to my minutes because I can't go to the next hour. It would be 8:30. So 7:30 plus 10 minutes would be 7:40. 10 minutes, okay? Plus another 10 minutes would be 7:50. I'm getting closer. And then I need to get to 7:55, so that means 5 more minutes, which is 7:55. So then I add up my time. 1 hour and 10, 25 minutes. And the last problem, the test was finally over. It ended at 10:25 a.m. It lasted 2 hours and 16 minutes. What time did the test start? Again, I'm looking at it ended at this time, 2 hours, 16 minutes, and I'm looking for what time did it start. So this is one of the trickier ones. This is a backwards timeline where we start at the end, which is 10:25. We are going back in time because we need to find the start time, which would be over here. So first we're going to go back 1 hour. So 10:25 would be 9:25. Then we need to go back another hour, which would be 8:25. So now I've got my 2 hours. Now I need to go back 16 minutes. Well, I know I'm going to go back 10 minutes first because remember the increments of 10 are the easiest ones to handle. So 8:25 minus 10 minutes would be 8:15. And again, I'm going to label it just so I know what I've used. Okay, and then I can go back 5 minutes, which would be 8:10. And back one more minute, which would be 8:09. So the time the test started was at 8:09. And that's the strategy we've been working on for finding elapsed time. We've been creating a number line, starting with hours if we can, and then going into minutes at increments of 10 until we feel more comfortable with going with bigger increments of 20 and 30 and even up to 45.